Hello, and welcome back to another story time. A little while ago, my little brother, who's 15 years younger than me, had reminded me of a story. For context, my mom had called me into the living room to have him show me the new funny trick that he had learned. And I watched him as he proceeded to grab a pretzel, lick it, and stick it to his forehead. And as I watched my 5-year-old little brother do this, I had a flashback to when I was younger. I was about 3 or 4 at the time, and my family had just gotten back from driving home from visiting someone. I was still young enough that I had to be in a car seat closest to the back of the car. And we had stopped somewhere, and my parents told us kids to go pick out a goodie from the gas station for the ride back home. I don't remember what everyone else grabbed, but I do remember something. I remember getting a big red lollipop. We had all gotten back into the car and were setting off towards home. Luckily, we weren't too far away from our house, but it was still just enough time for me to get an awful idea. I was the only kid in the row of seats where my car seat was. So, I had no one watching me as I made my bad choice. And on top of that, it was dark, so no one could see what I was doing as I made the bad choice. I was left to my own devices with me and my red lollipop. We eventually made it back home, and all of us kids tirelessly sauntered out of the car as my mom turned on the porch light to bring in our travel things inside. But when she turned around to see me walking inside, you could hear the sharp intake of air. You see, I was put in the car with one thing, and I stepped out of the car missing another. What I was missing was my eyebrows. Flabbergasted by my new appearance, my mom looked at me straight in the eye and asked me what happened. And for you viewers who get easily queasy, go ahead and skip ahead to the finished art and you can completely disregard this part of the story. But I took my mom back to the car where my lollipop lied in the cup holder, and I showed her what I had been doing to occupy my time on a drive home. I had been licking and sticking this red lollipop to my eyebrows and ripping them off, and proceeded to continue that circle till there was just a little patch of eyebrow left. As I showed my mom what I had been doing and explained to her, you can see the disgusted horror that had crossed her face. It was worse when she saw the fuzzy lollipop that I had been licking for the car ride home. After that incident, you'd think I would take better care of my eyebrows, but no. I had lost them about 2 times after that, due to my own thoughtlessness. I can tell you that I still have my eyebrows today, but there were a few times in my life where I had made some bad choices with them. Never again will I let that happen. If I had to say there would be a moral of the story, I'd definitely say, don't leave your children unattended with lollipops. Gross and unexpected things happen. It shocks me seeing how many similarities I see between me and my younger brother as we grow up. Although I enjoy seeing him experience the same things that I had to go through when I was younger, there are some things that I hope that he'll never have to deal with, as well as me being able to teach him from my experiences. That way he never will have to go through the same mistakes as his older siblings. Because it is the job of the older siblings to be able to teach the younger ones, so they don't have to relive our own mistakes. But, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And if you find my stories funny and want to share them amongst your friends, then please feel free to do so. If you want to support me as a creator, head over to my Patreon where there'll be a link down in the description below. But until then, I hope y'alls have a blessed rest of your day. I finally did it! I made an end credits card! Be proud of me! And if you enjoyed these stories, please feel free to check out these videos linked.